So it's the winter time and the weather's getting cold and it's getting dark very early, which means one thing: people are coming down with seasonal affective disorder. SAD for short, or as many people call it, seasonal depression. Is seasonal depression even real? Well, people want you to believe it is. And really, is there any better acronym to describe this kind of disorder, where you just start feeling sad because it's dark very early, it's cold outside, you gotta put on a lot of clothes if you just simply want to go out for a walk or go down to the corner and meet your weed dealer. Either way, people cope with this disorder in a lot of different ways. Some people just lock themselves in and watch Netflix for 3 months. Some people will run to their doctor and go get a lot of pharmaceuticals. However, there are some of you that are looking for a holistic solution. And lucky for you, me, the Holistic A-Hole, I've put together a list of different activities that you can practice throughout the winter that will help you get over your seasonal affective disorder. They're easy, they're fun, and most importantly, they're cheap. So the first thing I'd recommend doing if you're dealing with seasonal affective disorder is simply just smiling. Smiling and laughing is a great method to release endorphins. In fact, there's muscles in your face that connect right to your brain, and when you simply smile, they actually squeeze out all the endorphins out of your brain. And endorphins are nature's back rub. They come out of your brain and they just make you feel good. Like if you go for a long run, or do a heavy bench press, or get a kiss from your favorite girlfriend. These different activities will release endorphins, and you don't need any of that if you can just simply smile and laugh. Another thing I'd recommend doing is buying yourself a squatty potty. This time of year, you're gonna end up eating a lot more food. Whether it's because you're at holiday parties, or just because you're at home and your body's trying to warm up, compensating for lost calories, you're gonna shove more food in your face. Also, if you're depressed, you're gonna binge eat emotionally, which means you're gonna poop a lot. And the poops might not be that great. What you want to do is you want to optimize your poops through a squatty potty. That way you can avoid any types of risks for things like ulcerative colitis, diverticulitis, colon cancer, or any kind of butthole related disease. This time of year is also a great time to call an old friend and tell them they're an asshole. That's right, nothing feels better than the truth. Getting the truth out can also help release endorphins and all kinds of positive neurotransmitters. Cursing can also be a natural way to increase serotonin. Not to mention, they're an old friend for a reason. You're never going to see them again, so why not just be brutally honest? Tell them they're a dick, tell them they're an asshole, tell them to go fuck themselves, whatever it takes. This is a great way to reconnect with lost connections. And knowing that you got one less contact in your phone to worry about also lightens your emotional load. A big thing that everybody's talking about nowadays is mindfulness. And I'm a big proponent of mindfulness. In fact, I would highly recommend trying alternate nostril breathing. It's very relaxing, it's a Kundalini yoga practice, not to mention Hillary Clinton did it, and she's a criminal. So if it works for her, it'll work for your uneventful life. This time of year, it's also very important to remember the people who aren't as fortunate as you and me. So what I recommend doing is doing everything you can to give, and then immediately taking back. That's right. You don't want to just give stuff away for nothing. That's a stupid way to live your life. People are less fortunate for a reason. It's not your problem. But you don't have to let them suffer. You can give them something, give them a quick hit of dopamine, give you a quick hit of dopamine, but then make sure you take it back, because quite frankly, you don't want to just not get something in return. If you have seasonal depression, a very important thing is to not be alone. So I highly recommend going out, being social, talk to people, and tell them things like you recently quit smoking. Even if you've never smoked in your life, people will give you a lot of respect that you might not deserve, but in your heart will make you feel better. And if all else fails, and none of this works for you, the biggest thing I would recommend doing is just sleeping. Just sleep it off. Bears do it, you can do it too. In fact, if you sleep, you're less likely to make stupid mistakes. And if you're depressed, there's a good chance you're feeling desperate and you're probably gonna do something dumb. So go to your bedroom, close the blinds, even if it's the middle of the day, and just take a nap. So these are my personal recommendations for overcoming seasonal affective disorder. Of course, if you have your own, please leave them down in the comments. I'd love to get some ideas to try myself. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Share the video with those you love and find me on all the social mediums. And make sure you listen to the Holistic A-Hole podcast. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.